We have something special for you today. It is the most powerful and simple Amazon pricing intelligence dashboard that you have ever seen. We have so much intelligence packed into this that it will really shock you. What we did is we studied 500 Amazon products for 96 hours. We ran a check once every hour, and we checked each of the 500 products across 10 different zip codes in the United States. And we have seen a lot. 35% of the catalog had price moves. We've seen price swings of up to 82% of $90, even in this small amount of time. We've been able to see examples of algorithmic repricing, such as with the KN95 mask, whose price changed from $25 to $8, but we have way bigger things than that. We can see that products are generally priced the same nationally. There's not that much difference across zip codes, although there were a few examples of products having different prices in different zip codes. If we go down, we can see all kinds of information: the category breakdown, the collection timeline, the 10 biggest price swings. The Beat Solo 4 swung price of $90 from $195 to $109. We can see the products that did have pricing changes. If we go down to the signals category, this is where things get really interesting. We can see products that are doing live A/B testing with different titles. We can see products that have their MSRP changed, and we can even see multi-signal events. There's hundreds of these, of products whose price and MSRP and title changed, or whether they're being featured changed. We can click into any of these products and we can see the lowest price, the highest price, the swing, and the timing. Look how often these prices are changing. We can also see the MSRP history. We can see it by zip code, but like we said, most of these products are the same by zip code. We didn't see that much difference by zip code. If we do want to, we can head over to the zip comparison page, where we can see the products that had differences, and we can also see a heat map of products going in and out of stock. The different colors signify how many zip codes are in or out of stock, with this dark orange being totally out of stock across all zip codes, the bright green being in stock in every zip code, and then these lighter shades gradually shifting in between. If we head over to the price swings, these are the products that had the biggest price swings. We can see the dumbbell chart here showing us the size of the swing for each product, and we can even go down and see a full table of all 500 products. We can see the percent of swing, the actual dollar value of the swing change, and min and max price, and we can click into each one of these to drill down. So we have a wealth of information and intelligence here. We can see all kinds of patterns, from the dynamic pricing that Amazon is doing all the way through to changes in product metadata, such as titles and listed prices and manufacturer prices, difference in pricing across zip codes. So what we did is we started off with a solid technical stack. We used Nimble for the Amazon bestsellers web search agent. This allowed us to do the discovery process for the ASINs that we wanted to track. We picked a bunch of different categories, and then we used the bestsellers to scrape the most interesting products, the bestsellers in each category, and build up our list of 500 ASINs that we want to track. Then we used Nimble's Amazon PDP web search agent via managed agent jobs, which we'll see in a second, in order to scrape all 500 across 10 zip codes, 5,000 requests, and run it once every hour. We processed the resulting data from that with Python, Pandas, Parquet, all managed, of course, in Claude. We built our dashboard with Streamlit and Plotly. So let's go stage by stage and see how we did it. So our first step was to get our list of ASINs. So we used the Amazon bestsellers web search agent built and maintained by Nimble. And we ran it and got, for 10 different categories, we got ASINs for each one. It's just 30 API calls. We did have a few that came back with price zeros, like fresh produce, which depends on volume and other things. So we just replaced those with the next product down until we had a clean list of 500 ASINs. Next, we went to the Nimble agent jobs, and we built a 5,000 row input file of ASIN and zip codes. So we've got 500 ASINs by 10 zip codes, 5,000 rows. Why did we pick the Amazon PDP agent? First of all, you can feed the Amazon PDP agent an ASIN, and it will get you 60 plus fields for each product. This allows us to collect a lot of information on all of the products, and then later in the data analysis, we can do all kinds of variance checks in order to uncover trends and interesting patterns in the data. But the Amazon PDP agent is so rich, it brings us back so much data that we knew we could just call it for all of these products and save all of the results. Next, in the data processing, we used Claude. Claude does amazing at this, and it found a whole bunch of different signals and pricing differences. Originally, we were really interested in seeing how price changed over time and over geography. But once we had all of the data, there were so many fields in the data that we realized we should really check for more, and that's when we started finding these title A/B testings and other signals that are worthwhile. Finally, we took all of the data and all of the analysis and built a dashboard in order to demonstrate it. And what we found is all kinds of these examples of algorithmic pricing, of large pricing shifts, of title A/B testing, of ghost listings. And quickly to run through some numbers, we ran 480,000 agent calls across 479,000 rows. We tracked 500 products across 10 zip codes, 96 hourly snapshots. We found 163 price movers, 358 products went out of stock at some point. We tracked over 2,150 signal events. So we have so much intelligence here. Let's hop over to the Nimble dashboard to see how we ran our job. First step is to actually create the job that is going to run our Amazon product details page agent over the full set of the products and the zip codes that we would like to collect. I'm going to go to the Amazon product details page. I'm going to click create job. I'm going to give it a name. I have my information as JSON, but it's more just for readability, so we'll be able to see it. You see I have the ASIN and the zip code, and basically we have the same ASIN multiple times, so we collected for each of the zip codes that we're interested in. I'm going to grab all of that and put it in here, but you can do the same thing with a CSV if it's more convenient. Then I'm going to set it to be on a schedule trigger, and I'm going to do custom and set it to run once every hour. Then create job. And it's created the job for us. We can see that we're using the Amazon product details page, scheduled every hour, every day, data source Amazon. And as soon as we have a run in here, we'll see that we have runs and there'll be data in the monitoring section as well. Now we're going to skip a couple days ahead and see the data for ourselves. We can see that our job ran 96 times. We have 100% availability, 100% success rate, 97% completeness. We have 474,000 rows. If we hop over to the runs, we can see each individual run running once an hour, running the Amazon product details page agent. We hope you enjoyed this Amazon Price Intelligence dashboard. This is just one example of the kind of intelligence that you can get from the rich data that Nimble is able to collect from e-commerce and CPG websites online. We can take this in so many directions, and in the future we'll be doing comparisons across retailers as well, seeing how Amazon and Walmart compare, and maybe Target and other examples. So stay tuned.